Ha 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 ha. Okay, so we're live. I say we, but it's actually only me at the moment. Mark's gone out for a walk. He's been studying and in classes and whatever all day today. So I said to him, do you know what? Go out, get a bit of fresh air, go for a walk, liven yourself up, and then you can come and join me on the chat later on. So I don't know how long he's going to be. He went out a while ago, so he should be back soon. But for now, you have just me. How is everyone? What's everyone been up to? And all of that type of stuff. Did you get up to anything exciting at the weekend? And yeah, how is everybody? I'm good. Haven't done much, although I must say I have been editing some videos. So I've actually edited 3 videos. The first one that I've actually edited, so I was editing the Brighton one, but I've now finished that one. That's part 1 I finished. I've also finished part 2. But part 1, Mark and I forgot to do an outro so basically we went to Harvester, and for that part, which is like towards the end of the video, we didn't do like our final thoughts. So while we didn't do our final thoughts, the video is unfinished in that sense, but the whole rest of it is finished. It's just that little part. So Mark and I at some point, hopefully this week. Hey Alicia, how are you? Hey Bunga. So I've now finished that. And so it just needs me and Mark to do a little bit of an outro, and then that's done. The second video is the Brighton part 2, which I also have finished, but Mark just needs to do a thumbnail for that. So he needs to do a thumbnail for part 1, part 2, and then I've also finished. What did I finish? I finished it just before we came. Oh, the open air cinema. So in August, we went to see a Grease sing along open air cinema. And it was so much fun. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about because obviously you can't talk during the movie, and well, you can sing and all of that type of stuff. But so basically I filmed the beginning. So like we had a picnic and all that. So I filmed the beginning part, and then Mark takes you sort of like around the a couple of the food booths. And then yeah, it was just a real nice, good sing along, and we sat down and we watched that, and it was really good. I think the year before we went to see what did we go to see last year? We went to see Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know if that's what it's called. It's the Freddie Mercury. It was really good. And then but prior to that, I actually went to see Flash Gordon. This was a few years ago. I've seen Flash Gordon twice. Once with Brian May and Brian Blessed, and then the second time just Brian Blessed, no Brian May. But yeah, that was really good. I really enjoy watching those, like the old movies and stuff like that. So that's quite good. I've got my little cardi on, but it's a little bit scratchy, and I feel like I'm very, very warm now. I've got the radiator on back there because let me tell you, don't you think it's been cold? Like, it's not been truly cold, to be fair. Hi Sam, how are you? Hope you're well. I feel like the weather has been cold, but it's been mild for this time of year. But I was talking to my cousin Stefano today, and we were talking about the weather, and he goes, you wait till it starts snowing in January and February. And it's so true, because last year when it snowed, we went to the park, and it was so cold and so snowy, but so pretty. I just don't like it when it gets, that icy. I really don't like the iciness of snow, the results of the snow. I like it when it's crunchy. And oh, I'm good, thank you, Sam. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you're good as well. But like when snow first sort of falls and lands, it's nice to crunch on. It looks so beautiful. It's so pretty. There was like loads of kids. They were all sledding with their parents and all of that type of stuff. And then comes the next day when it's all icy, and that's the part I don't like, when you can fall and hurt yourself. That's the part. But there was one year. Now this was a good few years ago, where it snowed one day and it was all lovely and beautiful, and it melted the very next day, and I absolutely love that. Like, for it to snow and then disappear the next day, unless it re-snows, so it's really crunchy. I don't mind that. I don't mind if it snows like each day. I just don't want it to be the icy, that and that black ice. I don't like that. I'm gonna take off my jumper. But yeah, so it's been it's been a busy week editing videos wise. So I'm glad I've got the 3 videos done now. I'm actually working on the 4th video as we just before we came on. What was the 4th video I was working on then? Because there was another video. Oh yeah, that was, so I've done the open air cinema one. I've done, oh, it was Bath. So basically we also went uh to Bath. Yeah, Leash, I agree. Do you know what? I like the snow when it first arrives. That I don't mind. But when it turns to ice and you fall everywhere, that's the part I don't like, which is, as Alicia says, she hates the snow. I slipped one too many times. I've actually, when I was crossing the road, fell in the road. It was only a small side road. But if a car had been coming, there is no way that car would have stopped. It would have slid across the ice and I would have been dead. I wouldn't have been here. It's so dangerous when it turns to ice. I just don't like it. And I don't like it when you see the elderly people, because obviously they need to go out, they need to do their little shopping, they have their little routines and all of that type of stuff. And you just think, oh, if one of them falls, that's a hip broken or a leg broken or something broken, or it's a little bit more traumatic when you're older. Do you know what I mean? And you're just trying to do the general things of going to the shop. You're not even doing anything. Do you know what I mean? Like um anything sort of like, hi Starlight, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Thank you to everyone for joining us actually. So I don't like it when I see older people sort of trying to get about, and it's snowing. I remember when I was younger, my stepdad used to make me go and knock on the elderly people's doors and see if they needed anything from the shops and stuff like that. And that's what I would do when I was younger. I'd go and knock on the doors, see if they wanted anything from the shops, and I'd go to the shops for them and bring them back whatever it was that they wanted and things like that. And that's, that's what I used to do when I was younger, really. But yeah, I feel like, I hope it doesn't snow too badly. We had some snow last year, which was really nice. And I just walked up to the park, Mark and I, and we saw people sledding and all of that, and it was really pretty. And it didn't stay for long. Again, that's what I like. I don't like falling or slipping in the snow or anything like that. So other than that, I hope I can't even get. Sorry, what I'm going to do is because you can't even see my full ears. That's better. So yeah, so I hope everyone yeah, I should I say, I hope we don't get too much snow, but I hope everyone enjoys the snow when it does arrive, just not the slippy ice part. So other than that, what did everybody do at the weekend? Love the ears. Thank you very much. Do you know what? What I so basically, when Mark and I first started going to the parks, when I was young, I never bought ears. I never ever bought ears when I first started. Oh, thank you very much, Starlight. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I never really bought any ears. And when I started going with Mark, I saw everybody with these ears on, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to get one. And ever since, every time that we've gone, I've bought 1 or 2 pairs of ears. And it's just been a shame these last couple of years we've not been able to go to the States. However, I have managed to buy some ears online every year. So I've kept up with the tradition of, because we would have gone the last couple of years, do you know what I mean? But we just haven't had a chance. But I have ordered some ears online. These are quite old ones, and I really like. I've got another pair that's similar, which was for Mickey's anniversary. I think it was Mickey's anniversary or birthday, but I'll wear that another day. But I do like these ones. These are like the Fantasia sort of ears, and I really like them. As soon as I saw it, and I said to Mark, oh my God, I've got to get those ears. But they only did it in kid sizes. So it's just a little bit, it's not tight at the moment, but when you wear it the whole day, it then becomes tight. Hi, Coco, how are you? Yeah, so when you wear it for a bit longer, it then gets tight just behind the ear there. But yeah. So yeah, we didn't do I'm just trying to think, did we even go out? I did go out for a walk I went out for a walk on both days. So basically, I play this game called Wizards Unite. It's a Harry Potter game, and I've been playing it for the last few years. And now they've decided it's very similar to Pokemon, but now they've decided to end it, and it's ending on the 31st of January. And I'm so upset when I think of all the you know, when you think of a game and you think of all the hours that you've plowed into it. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, if you're normally playing one of these sort of like video games or whatever, there comes a time when you complete it. So you play the game. Once you've completed it, it's done. But you also get games like the ones that you don't really ever complete, like Pokemon Go, or like unless they decide to end it, that is, or like, you know, Candy Crush, or what's the one where you're building the armies? Oh, Marky's just gone out for a walk, but he'll be back soon, and then he'll join us once he's been for a walk. Once he gets back. What's the one where you have to be Clash of Clans and all of that type of stuff? So when you get things like that, they kind of don't really end, do they? They sort of like carry on. But this game is actually ending, and I'm so upset. Like everybody on who plays the game are like really upset that the game is going to end. And so my my only goal was to reach level 60, of which I did. So I'm really, really pleased about that. Hey, Ivy, how are you? I hope you're well. Um, uh, do you have a dog? No, I don't have a dog. No, Starlight, I don't have a dog. I do want a dog one day. I want two dogs actually. It's such a shame. I know, right? It's just I'm heartbroken that it is finishing, and it finishes on the 31st. So my goal was to get to level 60, and I did. I achieved level 60, so I'm really happy with that. Now it's just about golding up the pages. So basically you get sort of like a grey brown color, then it goes to bronze, then it goes to silver, then it goes to gold. So you have to collect all the little bits in order to make the page into a gold page. And I've done the majority of my pages as gold, but not all of my pages as gold. So now at the moment, I'm just trying to gold up as many pages as I can, really. There, it's just such a shame that it's ending. It's very sad. Um, but I also play Fishdom, which is another game that's nothing to do with Harry Potter. But I'm not really a gamer, really. Like Mark's the gamer. He likes to buy, you know, a game and game. He'd game all the live long day if he could. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not really much of a gamer. I don't really have that keen interest in it. But whenever sort of like I had a spare minute, in the sense that I was on the bus or I was on the train, I would play the game. Or if I needed to collect energy, if I was going for a walk with Alicia, or, you know, going for a walk, I would stop at all the inns and collect the spell energy that I needed. So basically they set up all these points where you could walk along, and am I funny? Thank you. I don't think I'm that funny, but I feel I have other family members who are really funny. And yeah, so like when me and my family, when we get together, we have a really good laugh, and I quite enjoy that. But yeah, so there's all these points along the way, all these inns they call them, or greenhouses, and you can pick up points, sort of spell energy, and you can pick up ingredients along the way. There's something very, very similar that Pokemon do, and I did play Pokemon for a little while, but it didn't keep me entertained really. And the thing that I like about, I don't really play Candy Crush, but I know Alicia plays it quite. I don't know if you still play it actually, Alicia. Do you? But what's good about, I play Fishdom, which is something similar, and there's also one that a viewer on here, Minnie, she told me about another one, which was a Harry Potter puzzle game, which is also very similar to Candy Crush. And I do play that, but what I like about those games, not so much the Harry Potter ones, because if you don't play, you lose all of these points and you go back to the bottom of the board. I don't quite like that. But with the Fishdom one, similar to Candy Crush, you actually can dip in and out. It's not one of those things that you have to play constantly. You can just dip in and out of them, and when you're ready to play, you play. When you're not that bothered, you don't play, and things like that. And I quite like those types of games. Um, Oh, right. Alicia says, yes, she plays that and she plays Farmville. Do you know what? I tried Farmville, but I didn't get into it. You know, I've tried other games, but I didn't. I find, because I'm not a gamer and stuff like that, I find it difficult to get into games. But the Harry Potter one, Wizards Unite, I really liked that. And I used to dip in and out of that. And I do dip in and out Fishdom, again, which is similar. Here, Mark's come back now. So Mark's back from his walk. And Alicia says she loves it. Me love it. I couldn't really get on with the Farmville one. And I've seen people play Clash of Clans, but again, it's not gonna. I would like to sort of like. Do you know what it is? I think because I'm not really a gamer. Like I do like to play the Harry Potter, and I'm playing it a lot at the moment because it's the last time now, and then it's going to be gone, and then you won't be able to play it anymore. So I'm playing it as much as I can at the moment to gold up all my pages. But I think that you know what I'd really like to do? I'd really like to get back into reading if I'm honest. I feel like I'm starved of reading, but because I'm doing other things or I'm watching something, I feel like my mind is not engaged with reading, but that's where I would like to be. I would like to be able to take a book, sit down and just read a lot more, I think. I've bought a few books lately, which I've read. Here is Mark now. Oh, I put me jumper on his chair.
Hello all. So I'm a bit late. So I'm very late actually.
Well, you went for a walk. I told them, yeah. You've been studying and stuff.
How is everyone? What was the topic of conversation?
Do you know what? I've just been talking about my game ending.
Oh.
My Harry Potter game, and how I am upset about this game ending.
Oh, I know. No, that's the thing as well. I heard you mention Clash of Clans as I walked in.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, like, I'm not really a gamer, so but something like Clash of Clans is one of those ones that you can just carry on, right? You can dip in and out.
Well, do you know
what? Or do you lose points if you don't go on?
No. With all these games, as you probably know as well, especially the freebie ones, they're designed because they want you to join in.
Yeah.
But they're very cleverly designed. For those of you that play, and you may have noticed this already, they're very cleverly designed so you keep playing them.
Mm.
So, like for example, with Clash of Clans, you basically build a little base, and your base gets raided by different people. So, and that's a daily occurrence. If you don't keep up with it, you lose coins, you lose values, and you lose stuff like that.
So it's one of those ones you have to play then every day.
Yeah. So
so you can't dip in and out.
Get that addictive thing. Alicia said Giovanni said Clash of Clans is ending soon as well. Oh really?
Oh wow.
Oh, I had no idea that was ending.
Oh wow. You haven't played it for a while, right?
I am shocked actually because that game has been there for years. Now the big one was always Candy Crush. That was one of the first big freebie ones that came out. And that format of having all the little gems, as you were, and you try and move them so they form into a 3 pattern and then they disappear.
Delicious.
Yes, all of that as well. That's
sweet.
That game. So it's I forget the name of the shoot. It's King something.
King, yeah, I think it's just called King.
King, and as well. So they own Clash of Clans. They're the ones.
Oh, do they?
So they but of course a lot of these games make their money from advertising, but also as well if you're impatient. So if you're building something like Clash of Clans, you're building a little base. It will take ages for you to build it. So you can by buying gems or speeding up the thing, you can do that way, and that's how they make their money. It's mainly through advertising.
Right.
Clash of Clans free games are free to us, but on the premise they get free. Like YouTube is free, but they make their money from advertising.
I feel like you know, like when you invest in a game and then it ends. I feel like that's quite horrible. Do you know what I mean? Because you've invested your time, it's like following characters in a show, and then the show ends.
Alicia said Candy Crush is my game and your mum's game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
that's the thing. But they are highly addictive. But they're designed to be addictive.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
See, I don't really get addicted to them.
Alicia.
I just get I can dip in and out of them, really. So like with me, I like Fishdom, which is similar to Candy Crush, but I haven't played it for ages. And then there's the Harry Potter puzzle one, which I haven't played for ages. but at the moment I'm playing a lot of Wizards Unite.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
So what are your guys' favorite free games? Do you have a little game that you play? Are you into gaming? And if so, is there a little freebie that you would recommend? By freebie, I mean, do you have a free game, or do you prefer to play on a console, or are you not into gaming at all? Is it one thing that you dislike? There's a guy at my workplace who cannot stand gaming. I've been playing for about 10 years. I don't play it daily though. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, said Alicia. So that's your Candy Crush. But yeah, they're very, very clever too as well. Very similar, they say too. So again, I was reading this report on all the big tech companies. Hi, Alicia. So apparently, so Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, most of them, not all, but most of them are based in California, in America.
Oh.
And they do say at this very moment, and it will be at this very moment, but pretty much every day, as they have regular meetings with psychiatrists to see how they can get the next generation addicted to their platform. And it is addicted. They want you on it all the time.
Well, I think that's the thing, because it's platform anything these days, isn't it? What is the next big thing? What is the next big thing? Like, what's the next big YouTuber? Because that MySpace was a thing at one point.
Yes,
do you remember MySpace? And then MySpace didn't last that long. I think there is still a thing of MySpace, but I don't think it's just that popular. YouTube, yes, as you know, because we're all on YouTube. But I feel it's what's the next big Facebook? So you got your Twitter, you got your Insta. So it's always a thing of what's the next big platform? What's the next big media platform? What's the big next gaming platform? What's the big? Do you know what I mean?
Well, what is the old school one? So I can test all your ages now. What was the old? Was there any chat platform that you guys used to use but never used anymore? So I used to use Facebook a while ago, and I'm just trying to think. There was another one. See, this is it. It wipes on my memory now.
Yeah.
But I used to use MySpace quite a bit. There was another one that I used to use, which is gonna really annoy me, and I've forgotten which one it is now as well. But things like Ask Jeeves, I used to use.
Oh yeah. But that was before Google.
Yeah, that was the search engine.
That was
Ask Jeeves was the one as well. Yahoo, I used to use a lot as well.
Yeah. But when Google came along, because I remember I was asking my bestie Evelyn, I was like, oh yeah, can you look up this, right? But it's coming up on my screen, but it wasn't coming up on her screen. And I said, make sure you go to Google. So anyway, and I said, don't go on Bing, make sure you go to Google. But she was on Bing. And so the same things weren't coming up. And she goes, oh, I just thought they were all the same. And I said, no, because it just depends who has got the advertising, who has got the most people that are inputting the data, or who's, do you see what I'm saying? So then when she switched over to Google, the thing that I wanted her to see popped up when she put in the terminology that I was telling her to put in. So
there are other ones you can use as well. So if anybody is environmentally conscious, there is a website you can use, a search engine very similar like to Google, called Ecosia. I think it's Ecosia. I think that's right. And every time you do a search on Ecosia, they promise to plant one tree. So there's millions and millions of searches as well. So obviously they do the planting, they pay somebody to do the planting.
Yeah.
So there's millions of searches a day. So if you use Ecosia, they will plant a tree, or so they claim, every time you do one search.
Wow.
There you are. So if you are environmentally conscious, that's something you can use.
Yeah, definitely. It's funny how the internet has been so integrated that when you don't have it, it's an inconvenience, isn't it? It's just like, oh my god.
Oh, hello, Sam. I'm still catching up with the messages though.
Sam's saying what you said is amazing.
Sam, that is amazing. Yeah, so they will do that. So if you are, and I try and use Ecosia as well. We don't get paid to advertise it, obviously, but this is something I do for environmentally friendly purposes. If you do a search through Ecosia rather than another search engine, they will actually use that. They will plant one tree for every search that you do.
But there's a lot of companies that are doing that now, aren't they? And some restaurants as well. When you go to their restaurant, if you order a certain dish or if you put money towards something, they have this promise to plant a tree or to, you know, something that helps that goes towards helping the environment in some way. So I think it's a good incentive, because I was born in an era where climate change and recycling and all that wasn't preached in school. I don't know if you were told about recycling in school.
No, so apparently they said that that was the saturation point for the planet. So apparently, I think it was in 1973, maybe 1975. They're saying that was the turning point for the planet, because that was, we apparently consume more than a planet's worth of food. And by a planet's worth, I mean there isn't enough ground to sustain the food that's needed for the planet. And we sustained that since the 70s, and it's been getting larger and larger and larger ever since. We'll soon be at a point where you need 2 planets to sustain the population, which of course don't exist. So that's why they want to be much more.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it wasn't so big when we were in school.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I remember in school was to make sure you put your rubbish in the bin. So if you go somewhere, so that's what I was brought up on. Make sure you put your rubbish in the bin. Make sure you take your litter with you. Don't leave everything everywhere and all of that. So that's the way, that's the message that I remember. But now in schools, they are preaching about climate change. They are teaching you how to recycle. They are teaching you all these things. So then the next generation will be better. Well, you hope that is the result. But when I was growing up, it was about, looking left, looking right, and clearing up your rubbish. That's the messages that I remember.
And washing those out, eh?
Well, when did they preach about that in school?
I'm going to tell you a little something about how recycling works. So Kelly's got a really bad habit. She'll finish that and then she'll just leave it on the side. But what I keep telling her is, if you think that there's a guy in the recycling centre magically washing all these things out, they don't do it. It's called contamination. They'll chuck it out. You have to wash them if you chuck them in the recycling.
There you go.
Which Madam never ever does.
But equally, anything that is made of cardboard but is treated on the inside also cannot be.
Yeah,
but Mark does put it all in recycling.
Well, I try to separate where I can, but
you put all the treated ones in the recycling. There you go.
I didn't know that actually. Apparently, you cannot recycle wrapping paper with glitter on it. So if you've got glitter on it, they can't be recycled. So they will just Kel, lol. Or every time it's just like left on the side, so the fairies in the middle of the night will clean it. So they won't do it. Apparently, they won't just. You can only recycle the regular wrapping paper, but if it's got glitter on it at all, you have to chuck it in the bin. So I try and avoid not buying that stuff as well. Plus, it gets everywhere as well.
Yeah, I don't tend to buy glitter wrapping paper. But what about paper that is shiny?
Oh, I don't know. I will tell you a funny story about glitter, actually. So when I used to play rugby many, many years ago, one of the players walked in and he had, as he was getting dressed, I thought, he's all shimmering. I looked at it and I said, you got glitter on? And he went, oh, shut up. And all the players started ribbing him. And what happened was his wife had bought this shower gel it's got glitter pieces in it. So as he washed, he didn't realise. I think he obviously had soap in his eyes and grabbed the nearest thing, washed himself.
The shower gel wasn't for him.
No, exactly.
Yeah, but he used it anyway.
But he had this so had all glitter.
It sounds very, very familiar. The story sounds very familiar. Now I know what to do.
Yeah, so I've never used the glitter stuff as well. I'm always covered in glitter, says Alicia. Yeah, so he got such a... Oh, it was so funny. So we were looking at... Where's Jim? Oh, there he is. Look, he's glitter boy.
Yeah, you see, that's what happens when you shouldn't be using things that is not listed for you. Your wife has clearly bought them, like bath bombs and all of that type of stuff. Yeah, but... Now it's just coming to me. I don't think that's the case. I think they had a romantic bath together and she put her glitter bomb in and he didn't realise.
No,
that's what I think.
I don't think so. No, he did say with that as well. He just covered himself in the thing. But I've also seen people as well. I think you don't see it so much now, but you used to get those body creams that turn your face, give yourself a tan.
But like a bronzer. You still get them.
You do? Oh,
yeah.
But I'd always see sort of people as well. They have really orange hands because they said you're supposed to wear gloves when you do it. Because if you don't wear the gloves with it, because when you're applying it everywhere, you're applying it once on your body, but of course you're applying it multiple times on your hands.
You mean like actual suntan lotion?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
No, not suntan lotion. No. It's a moisturizer, but it
so it's the glow one. Yeah, the bronzer.
The bronzer, is it the bronzer, whatever it's called as well. And I've seen that. It was this woman on the bus. She had really orange hands, like really, really tan, but really, really orange hands.
There you go.
You remember the Oompa Loompas from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? She had hands like Oompa Loompas, like really, really orange hands.
But you know, I think back in the day, sort of like years ago, when they were trying to make fake tan and bronzers and things like that, they didn't quite know what the ratio was back then. I think it's a lot better now. I still don't, you know, people are a little bit more sensible, I think, with it, but not everyone.
No.
Not everyone is sensible with all this bronzer and this tanning lotions and all of this type of stuff. But I feel like less is more. So I think
that's
can.
the secret.
Yeah, I think you can use some, but you just don't have to have it as heavy as some people go with it.
I might just in the summer just get crisp and dry, rub that, and just
go and fry yourself
fry in the thing as well.
Frying tonight.
I don't recommend that, by the way. That was a joke for anybody. I don't want to get anyone to get some skin problems.
Yeah, because they decided to put crisp and dry because you said it on it.
My little disclaimer. I always put my little disclaimer.
Yeah, of course he does. Yeah.
One of the things I was going to say, actually, because you were talking about tips. So I don't know. So the other thing I've noticed, I didn't realise as well. So again, it was something else I was reading. People don't look tangoed anymore, says Alicia.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly. So those are a bit better. Yeah, when you're tango. One of the things I didn't realise as well, no, because we all pay now pretty much with card, especially if you go out to a restaurant. And do you remember one waitress said that to us as well. But in the olden days, I always would tip with cash. Now, if you tip with cash, your waiter or waitress will get that money.
Yeah.
They'll either divvy it up between all of them and share it at the end of the day, or they will pocket it, obviously, because it's meant for them because they were the waiter. If you now add it to your card, it doesn't always go to the waiter or the waitress. Now, we went out, I forget where it was now, but the waitress said to us, do you mind not putting it on don't put it on the card? Because what happens is if you put it on the end, so when you come to pay, you put your card in, you know, on one of the buttons it says, do you want to pay gratuity, yes or no? So if you click yes and add something, say you had £5, say, and then go through, that won't go to the staff. It actually goes to the company. And the company will have that as an overspend. So they will keep that there, but it won't then get divvied up to the staff.
That's not in all companies or restaurants, by the way. But when this thing sort of started happening, where you could add gratuity, I did actually make a point in asking someone very early on. So this was a good few years ago, and I said, if I put gratuity on there, which she goes, yeah, we do get it. She goes, eventually.
After tax.
So they would get it eventually. But there are some places where who were we talking to? And they said that was recently the person that you asked, and they said they don't get it at all.
No, some places don't get it at all.
I can't remember which place that we went to, but
I'm sure that was in Brighton. When we went to Brighton, it was one lady. It may have actually been Harvester. We might be wrong. Don't quote us on that, but it might be wrong. But I'm pretty sure
it was somewhere. I can't remember where it was. And I remember it will come to me. That Harvester doesn't ring a bell to me, but I don't think it was there.
Don't sue us, Harvester.
Yeah, I don't think it was there.
Disclaimer.
But there was somewhere where we went. I'm just trying to think where it was, and they said they don't get the tip, and I think that's appalling.
Yeah, it's really
absolutely bad. Because as a country anyway, we don't really tip anyway, because it's not something that you normally get your pay from your thing. But when you go to the States, that's a big thing. They live on their tips. So they get a very low basic pay, and then they push off the rest to the customer. So you tip between, I think it's 50. It used to be 10 and 15%, but I think now it's 15 to 20%. Obviously inflation and whatnot. So the servers live on their tips. But here you get your basic pay, and that's how you live, and it's still a choice. I mean, some restaurants do put it on, and there have been times when we've received bad service and I've not paid, because they like to add the discretionary to the bill. Now, when they're adding discretionary to the bill, I would question, does this go to the servers? Because I would question that.
So putting this back to you, has there ever been a time that you guys have refused to tip or not tip because of poor service, or reduced the tip because of that, given a really low tip? Has there ever been a time that you've done that as well? I think I can only recall once. I think we had such poor service, I didn't tip.
Yeah.
I just paid the bill and went. Sometimes, actually, I find now they don't actually give you the chance to tip. So there's been several times, especially when we've been to the Toby Carvery, they'll type in the amount and then hand you the paying machine, the PDU machine.
Yeah.
And I've just tapped it and gone, because then I think, oh no, I want to give a tip. I haven't got any coins, and they just put the right amount in, so that's it. I can't give a tip.
Okay, Leash, enjoy, and we'll catch up soon.
Oh, enjoy your Netflix.
Enjoy your Netflix.
Enjoy. Yeah, so has there been a time that you haven't or refused to tip? And have you ever been pulled up on it if you haven't tipped? You got pulled up, didn't you, in New York, didn't you?
Oh, no, that wasn't me. That was a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she went, and obviously she went, they're not used to tipping, so they just left a couple of dollars. And then the server goes, hey, is that all your tip? But they call you out on it. I was so shocked in New York that they just called her out on it. And I just thought, well, first of all, it's up to you whether you want to tip. It's not a necessary. But clearly in the States, it's a given whether you get good service or bad service. So basically, when we went to Florida, there is a free coach that takes you to and from the parks to your hotel.
Mark, how are you?
Hey Mark, how are you? Oh, I'm glad you can join us. Yeah, so we there was a lady, she had such a bad attitude problem. Anyway, so she was meant to be dropping this particular bus that takes you to and from the parks didn't drop you at your hotel. It dropped you near your hotel. Anyway, she went, but she didn't call out our hotel.
Yeah, I remember this.
So we were waiting. And then when we got to the last stop, we said, well, you've not called out our hotel. She goes, oh, you should have got off, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so she took us near to where our hotel was. Mark went to tip her and she snatched the tip from his hand. And I just thought, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it, because you didn't have to tip the coach person. That was just, they put a sign up, please tip or whatever, but you didn't have to. And when we got back to the hotel, I complained. I made a complaint. We never saw her for the rest of the trip, by the way. But I complained about her attitude, and I just thought, well, hang on a second. You didn't even call out the hotel that we were staying at.
Shahinaz, how are you?
Hey, Shahinaz, I hope you're well. So she hadn't even called out our stop or our hotel. So it was just annoying to and for her to snatch out the tip.
Well, this is it. And I'm not one of these people. I don't like complaining about people. It's not something I like to do. I know what it's like. I've worked in customer service industries for many years, so I do know what it's like to have a hard day. That being said, there's nothing worse than rude staff. There really isn't. And I think, especially if you go into an establishment where the staff are rude, you just think, I mean, most cases I would ignore it, but never go there again.
Yeah.
But in that state, I went to hand this lady the tip and she just snatched out my hand.
I feel it has to be extreme for me to complain about something. I rarely complain about something. I will complain if it's if it's if it's extremely bad service. Like Mark says, if I feel like I've been treated in a certain way. We went for a massage somewhere, and I didn't feel that they treated us correctly. The massage was nice and everything else, but I thought the customer service was really a bit no. And I didn't go back there again. Mark wanted to go back, and I said, no, I'm not going back there out of principle. They shouldn't treat people like that. They shouldn't treat customers like that. I'm sorry.
Sahinaz says, hi, good evening, Mark and Kelly. Love to you both. Lots of love from Sahinaz from India and all friends here.
Oh, thank you, Sheenaz. Thank you.
And I hope you're well. I hope the things are going well with you. How did your vlog go?
Yes.
Did you do your live vlog? Did it go well?
So it takes a lot for me to complain. When we stayed in Bath, and I'm actually editing the video at the moment, so you'll see some of the comments that I made about the hotel. But that left me, I felt like I needed to complain about that, of which I did. But like I said, I don't complain very often. It's probably, I can't even remember the last time that I complained about something.
If it's about me, it'll be us. It's going good. Thanks for the support. I'm good. I'm glad it's going well.
It's going well.
And you're doing it every Wednesday, aren't you? Is that right? I think that was right.
I'm not sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But every Wednesday. Yeah. So as Katie said as well, is there a time you've had to you refused to tip, or have you had really, really bad customer service
and you've refused to tip?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rare. Oh, I was surprised in Florida that we were treated in such a way, where she snatched the tip out your hand.
I think that was a one-off.
That was a one-off, yeah.
From my experience, American customer service is really, really good.
Yeah.
Everywhere, every time we go into a shop, as soon as you walk in, they eye you up and just say, "How are you? Is there anything I can help you with?" They will too. I mean, Madam here got some poor guy in the stock room with about 40 pairs of shoes. You didn't even buy one. And I said, "I'm really sorry," because I thought to myself, he's going to...
When was this?
This is when we were in Florida. Trust me, you did. But he's like, no problem. He stacked them all back up and took them all back into the stock room. So they are very, very good. If it was an English person, not saying in all, but I know that some places would have gone, "Oh," and then put them in. But that's one thing I've always found actually in the UK, especially Foot Locker. Whenever you go into Foot Locker, you cannot for love nor money get a staff member. You cannot. Excuse me. No, I'm just with somebody. Excuse me, I'm just with somebody. I think, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, I feel like it's very rare, first of all, that I would get somebody to get 40 pairs of shoes. That would never happen. It would be one. I know it'd be one. It wouldn't have even been 6. It would, the maximum would have been 3. That's the first thing. 6, please. 3 pairs of shoes, but also it's very rare that I wouldn't buy a pair of shoes.
You didn't actually. To be fair, you didn't like any of the styles.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but I wouldn't have got them. I wouldn't have asked them to get them if I didn't like the styles. But Mark's right. Here, when you try to get someone to serve you for a pair of shoes, it's just I especially when I'm going to a trainer shop, I find it very, very difficult to find someone to help. Not so much in the outlets. The outlets I find are a lot better. So if I'm going to an outlet and I'm looking for people genuinely they're running around and you can get somebody eventually to help you. But here, when you go to a typical, like just to a normal trainer shop or whatever, it's really difficult to get somebody to help you, I feel.
Oh, they're always...
That's been my experience.
I've been standing around for ages, and you're just sitting around, and they're going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. But every time I stop, excuse me, no, I'm just with somebody. No, I'm just with somebody.
There's been times when I've actually left the shop.
Oh, yeah.
And I just thought, and I felt sure I was going to buy those trainers or what. It's rare that it's rare that I go into a shop and I don't buy, because I've already planned in my mind, oh, I need to get this today, or I need to get that tomorrow. So it's very rare that I will walk into a shop and not buy whatever it is, unless I'm actually going to look at it and have a think about it. But 9 times out of 10, if I go into a shop, I'm buying something in that shop. So there's been times where they've kept us waiting and I've walked out and I've just thought, do you know what? I even did that in a restaurant one time. Was I with you? They kept us waiting for so long. I just thought, oh, do you know what? And I got up and I left. I'm not above that. If you keep me waiting for so long, because if you can keep me waiting before you actually come into the table to serve me, how long am I going to wait for my food? Oh, no. I have to get up and leave.
Has anybody ever done that? Have they walked out because you had to wait so long? I don't think we ever have we? Oh, no, we did in Mauritius.
Oh, yeah.
We did in Mauritius.
Yeah.
Oh, Chloe said we got 14 people.
We have not.
Hello, Chloe.
There was a restaurant, and do you know what? And it was my own fault, really. I had read some bad reviews on it in this specific restaurant. But I thought, do you know what? Sometimes it could just be a bad day or whatever. So I thought I'd give it the benefit of the doubt. No, the reports were correct, and I went and complained to the manager. Yeah, it was crazy. That was yeah, it was mad. But I wouldn't. Yeah, we got up and we left. It took so long.
Chloe said she's joking. We only got 9. I thought it was 9. It said 9 in the thing. Yeah, we don't. Like I said, we promise you, we don't normally complain. But yeah. Oh, Mark said, me and Rob went to get a car last week. They kept us waiting for 40 minutes. We just walked out. Terrible.
Yeah, that's the thing.
When you say get a car, was that rental or you're looking to buy? Wow, 40 minutes.
Oh God, yeah. But that's the thing, because you think to yourself, you've come here to spend money, right? And 9 times out of 10, when you go somewhere, it's usually because you specifically need that thing. And it's not always inexpensive. Sometimes you need to go and you need to buy something expensive or whatever. And
Sam said, I haven't walked out before, but when I was on holiday in a restaurant, we were waiting for ages and they brought out my family's food, but just didn't make mine because they forgot. Oh, no.
that's happened to me.
Oh, biomobility. All right.
Right.
I was going to say, no, do you know what? That's happened many times as well, because they haven't written it down properly, or because you're supposed to really write everything down on the one ticket so the chef knows your order. But sometimes, I don't know why, but if it's a large party, especially, they write it on 2 tickets. So if they mix up the tickets or put yours in between something else, your food's going to come through. But that clearly is the waiter didn't write down your order.
We went.
That's really bad.
So my cousin passed away, and we decided to go out for dinner. There was a group of us. I think there was about 11 of us. Everybody's dinner came. Guess whose one didn't come? Mine. And then they came out. They apologized profusely. I had ordered belly pork. They brought the pork out. The pork was pink. It was raw. I said, listen. And so they basically, I didn't get charged because I got my starter, but I didn't get charged for that or whatever. But it was just so ridiculous.
Mark said it wasn't just me though. Rob had a client with us, so Vauxhall missed out on 2 cars.
Oh,
that's so about 40 minutes. But do you know what though, Mark? I've got to say that is really, really unusual to have 2 clients and keep you waiting 40 minutes. Did they give a reason for that as well? Were they that busy? But even if they were that busy, you would think that what you would do in that circumstance, if you've got a lot of people, you would go round to each customer and check on them. Because one thing is, well, we went to Dishoom. So I was going to say that. Now, Dishoom is a restaurant in central London and they do walk-ins, but they are phenomenally busy. The queue can go all the way down the high street. It's that busy. But what Dishoom are good at doing is that they come round with chai tea and they offer everybody in the queue chai tea, especially during the winter. So it's freezing cold outside. You can wait up to an hour for a table. But they make sure they go up and down and offer you chai, and then they take your glass away and then they offer you some more as well. So they really even though you're waiting, they make sure that you're looked after during that time. So I'm absolutely shocked the company that big kept you waiting that long.
Because I was about to say, if it was me, like when I used to be switchboard operator, I used to I only had 5 lines at the time. And you would get calls, you'd get calls constantly, like 600-700 calls, 800 calls a day. And it would be constant. But you only had 5 lines. So you'd pick up 5 calls and then you'd go back, hello, blah, blah. And then you go, oh, I'm really sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm just one moment. And then you go back to another caller. Then you go, I'm really sorry to keep you waiting. I'll be with you one moment. And that is how you would do it. You go in between. So after you've picked up the call, you go one, and then you go back to the call and say, give me one moment, I'll be with you, because that is the customer service. Now, for Vauxhall, which I was just about to say, which is what I'm surprised about, is there isn't somebody at the door to welcome you in. We're really busy at the moment. It could be, you could be waiting quite some time. Can I make you a drink in the meantime? Please take a seat here. You go and you make the customer a drink and you get them to sit down.
Well, Mark said people before us were running late. They rang and spoke to Rob. We said, it's okay, just go to Hyundai. There you are, you see. Now, you, as a customer, I bet, will be very unlikely to go back to Vauxhall after that experience. And that's what they do say in business. One bad experience, not only do you not go back, but you tell other people about the bad experience. And they think, well, I'm not going there if that's what's going to happen. So it's so important you do that. But a shop, 40 minutes in the shop, knowing you've got 2 clients there.
That's crazy.
That is really, what are we doing?
I heard a bang.
That's here under the thing.
Oh, I was thinking, no, Do you know what? I had a bang and I was thinking, is that a front door? What's going on in this mark?
There's another one. Look.
Yeah.
And there's another one. Mark said, when we went in, they said they were mobility specialists. We'll be 5 minutes. Clearly not. When I said 5, I meant 45.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. I feel like customer service sometimes is what coming from that industry. It shocks me how people don't welcome visitors and clients, because and if you don't pick up your phone, so there was a time when I worked somewhere and I was the only person working on the front desk, and you have to think to yourself, right, but if I'm the only person and I'm off going, who's going to answer the phone? Do you know what I mean? So when you're off doing whatever and the phone isn't being answered, I just think, I don't know.
Well,
it is crazy.
I've got to say, actually, now there was a gym I used to go to. I'm not going to name the gym, but it was a local authority run one, and I'm not going to say the local authority. But you walk in there, and there'd be times there was no one at reception, or the person at reception was there texting away. It was so unprofessional. And although they were cheap as well, nobody went there. And I think a lot of it was for that one as well. There's nothing worse than you've got rude staff or staff that clearly couldn't care less. Mark said, go and have a coffee. There was no coffee in the machine and no water. I was fuming.
But why are you going to make your? But this is what I'm saying to you, right?
Exactly.
There should be somebody there who has welcomed you in and said to you, I'm really sorry, but all our people are dealing with clients at the moment, so it's going to take a little while. I'm really, really sorry. Can I offer you a drink? Not go and make yourself a coffee. Are you mad? These are clients coming to spend. You're not spending £1,000, are you? You're spending a few £1,000s, and you can't have somebody at the door welcoming in people, asking them to take a seat, and getting someone to make them a drink. That's a madness to me.
But you know what? That's a whole thing. A good quality company will compensate for that. I mean, I remember we went into Starbucks once, and their drink machines had all gone down. But as a sorry, they were handing out free drinks vouchers. So I picked up. This is many years ago. I picked up those vouchers and used them elsewhere. But that's nice because they.
Yeah.
And I'd only queued up for about 2 minutes. They said, "We're ever so sorry. The coffee machines have gone down. But as a sorry, have this, and you can spend it next time you come in, or any other Starbucks thing." I thought that was really good at Starbucks. But to me, yeah, exactly. Yeah, would you like a coffee? So yes, please. It's just over there on the. Go help yourself.
Even at the hairdresser will offer you coffee and go and make it for you. When you go to your hairdresser, would you like a cup of tea? Yeah, the kettle's over there. Are you mad? I'm like, what? No. I mean, I don't. To be fair, I don't really drink when I go to the hairdresser anyway. I never drink a tea or coffee. I always have my bottle of water with me. But the simple fact is, somebody should be there to make you a drink and ask you to sit down. Especially if you're going to wait 40 minutes. You best have some biscuits in those drawers.
Mark said, we went to look at the brand new Vauxhall Mocha. Me and Rob wanted one, and Rob's clients wanted one. They missed out on £55,000.
There you go.
Well, do you know what?
There you go.
I think you should tell them that, because I think head office would want to hear that. If you were to, and actual fact, a company that is as reputable as that would want to know that's what happened.
You should write you should email the head office
or Twitter,
and or both, and let them know which branch it was. And even if you've got a name of the person you were supposed to be seeing that kept you waiting for 40 minutes, and let them know how much you were going to spend, because I think they're going to be very interested. Very interested.
Their head office would really, really, really want to know that. They would really want to know that, because that is terrible. Was it? I mean, did you get that impression? Was it the fact they just didn't care? Was it newbies in there? They didn't know what they were doing? Or was it just the fact that they were so busy? But even if, like you say, even if they were really, really busy, you would go around to go, look, I'm ever so sorry.
Yeah.
There is a big queue. They were both mobility cars, Vauxhall at Skipper's Lane. Okay.
Do you know, I'm a true believer in, you're busy, you're dealing with, oh, sorry, well, just one moment. Some people have just walked in. I'll be back in a moment. Hello, can I help you? Blah, blah, blah. Please take a seat. Let me get you a drink. Because you're already dealing with those other people. They're looking to spend their money. These are potential people that are going to spend their money. You need to try and keep both people sweet. Go and get them a drink. Not send people to a coffee machine and there ain't no coffee or what. Listen, they're lucky they didn't have someone like me there, I'll tell you, because I would have just been like, what?
Kelly would have ripped things up, I tell you.
This is my thing. If you cannot even pick up the phone, so if you're calling a company and you cannot pick up the phone, and this has always been my bugbear, but this is me because this is the way that I was trained when I was training in my training days. If you do not pick up the phone within 3 rings, right, which is the standard, you should be picking up calls within 3 rings. If you do not pick up the call within 3 rings and you are waiting there as a customer, in your mind, you're thinking, well, if they can't pick up their phone, they're not going to do very good business, are they? And you would put down the phone and you would go elsewhere. That is what you would do.
55,000 though. They missed out on 55,000. Mark said didn't care if they kept saying they were running late. That would have been okay, but they didn't. I couldn't kick off because we were with a client. Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah, of course. But yeah, I definitely think you should let them know that as well. The fact that they didn't even care, that's the worst thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it costs nothing to check up on you.
No.
You know, and even if they just kept saying whatever, so sorry, and like you say, offer tea and coffee, but the fact they had nothing in the drinks machine and even got you to do, would you like a tea or coffee? Yeah, I would actually. Can I have a coffee, please? Yeah, it's over there. Help me.
And then there's no coffee. Nobody even bothered to check the machine. But this is what I'm saying, because I feel like people don't invest. This is the thing, right? Your front of house is the face of your company. If you do not invest in your front of house, and I don't mean just somebody who looks good but doesn't know what they're doing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody who understands, who is reputable, somebody who could say, oh, what are you interested in? Oh, you are. Let me just make a note of that, blah, blah, blah. When the guy's finished, they can come over to the girl and or the guy, whoever's looking after the front, and say, oh yes, I have so and so here. They're waiting. They received their drinks. That this is what they're looking for. They're in the market for this. This is how much they want to spend. Then the guy has been briefed on what it is that you want, can take you to whatever it is, can ask you more in-depth questions. Do you want a lease? Do you want to buy? Do you want a this? Do you want, and whatever questions that they're going to ask. But because they clearly they didn't even invest in the front of house. That was the first mistake. Forget about anything else. Your first mistake was you didn't invest in your front of house. End of. Once you invest in your front of house, your business is good to go.
So what happened then, Mark? Did you just go elsewhere? Was it Hyundai you went to and that was it and you got it there? Or did you just give up that day? You were just too mad?
Yeah, that would be... I'm thinking, oh, listen, if it was me, I'm thinking, I'm not spending my hard-earned money in here. Thank you. And I would be off. And trust me, I've seen a lot of companies who... What bugs me is this. You invest in a company, right? So let's say you've gone, let's for argument's sake, you've gone to an insurance company. You're paying your premiums or whatever. When you ring up, this person's not available, that person's not available, that person's not available. But what am I paying my money to this company for? If this person's not available and that person's not available, there's no point. If I'm paying for a service, that is the service that you want to receive. You're not phoning up the insurance company every live long day. And even if I was, it would be because I have a claim or whatever it is, and I'm trying to sort out something. Therefore, but it would only be for that period. You're only going to be ringing them until it's sorted. But you've paid your money, they have your money, but yet they're not providing the service. That is the sort of thing that makes me angry. You're paying your money, but yet there's no one to talk to.
The new guy about Rob's client. I was about. Oh, of course, yeah. The guy was about Rob's client. So of course, yeah. And then you were just a bonus, so he would have got the 2. 50.
Yeah.
Mark said we got an appointment with Hyundai and Kai on Friday when Rob's off. Rob needs a few test drives. Well, there you go. They're going to get your money.
Yeah.
Naha, hello.
Hey, Naha.
You good?
She has reached her 500.
Oh, well done. So
she's more than 500 now.
Yes. No. So Naha has now gone beyond 500 subscribers. Well done.
Yes, well done.
Are you going to get the big 500 balloons to celebrate? Get a banner.
I knew all of the songs, Naha, but you didn't play the last song long enough. So I wasn't sure whether I knew the last song or not, but I knew all the others.
And I danced to all the songs.
Yeah.
I didn't. But yeah, get yourself a 500 banner.
Yes.
Yay, she says.
But yeah, I just feel you need to put Goa's all booked 11th of November.
So Mark's going to Goa on the 11th of November. Never been to Goa.
No, I have heard good things about it though.
Yeah.
I've heard only good things about it. I haven't heard any bad things about Goa. I've got to say it's not on my list. There are a few other places, but I wouldn't be opposed to going.
No, I'd love to go to Goa as
Yeah.
well. I don't know if Sahinas is on still, but you could give us I don't know if Sahinas has actually been to Goa, but could give us a little few tips on what it's like to go into Goa.
I had a friend, and when they went to India, they used to holiday in India quite a lot, but they used to love going to Pondicherry, which is like was it a French? Yeah, it was French, I think. Pondicherry. It was French based influence. And so yeah, they used to love going there every year.
North Goa. Was that Kalang? How do you pronounce that? Kalangute? If I pronounce that properly, if I butchered it. Now I said you and Mark have the same name. Mark has it cooler than me though, because he spells it with a C.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to going. Yeah, it's but like I said, it's not on my list. But yeah, if somebody says, "Oh, do you know what? We're going to go. Or do you want to come with us or whatever?" I'd say, "Yeah." Do you know what? Yeah, but not this year though, because if I have the chance, I'm going to Florida.
Oh yeah, exactly. And the Har's going to Florida as well.
Yeah.
So
no, she's going to Florida next year.
No, next year. That's right. Kalangute.
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 Yeah, Kalangute or Kalangutty. Kalangutty.
That's really Cockney. Kalangutty, like.
Gutty, Gutty. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it sounds amazing.
Enjoy.
Do you know, actually, in fact, there's a woman I knew, actually, she originated, her family origins are in Goa. And she said she used to go there to get dental work done because it was so much cheaper in Goa than it was in the UK. Not suggesting you need dental work done, but I just remember her saying that.
Do you know what? I think it might just be cheaper everywhere than it is here. Maybe not in the States. Probably the States and here, probably the most expensive.
Aoife,
how are you?
How are you? You well?
Oh no, that's fine. Don't be silly. You're joining us now, so that's good. You're missing this live. Oh, never mind. You can join us for the next one. But the next one's going to be on Friday.
We're still going.
Yeah.
So you haven't quite missed it. Look at this. Look at this. Nahar going to make us all jealous by saying, I'm eating Tesco Finest dark chocolate.
Do you know what? My friend, she absolutely loves dark chocolate. I'm not a lover of it. I like cooking with it. So I like baking cakes with it, but I don't like eating the dark chocolate.
Oh no, Aoife's got conjunctivitis
in both eyes. Oh no. So did you pick up something from the doctors at least, just to sort of calm it down and everything to get rid of it?
Mark, I knew it. So Mark said, yeah, our friend got her teeth done there. You can live on 30 a day like kings.
Yeah. Yeah, in most of the sort of like that area, sort of that area of the world, you can.
Do you know what? I think I need to do that as well. One day I would love to treat myself to do that. Go back with a Hollywood smile. I
went to Mauritius and I was in my 20s at the time, and I said, "Oh, what's a lot of money in Mauritius?" And they said, "Yeah, £20. That's like a week's worth of shopping for a family." And I was just like, "Spend £20 in a day? Do you know what I mean?"
We spend £20 just in Starbucks. Just isolating, says Aoife. So
yeah,
do that as well. Just don't forget, keep washing your pillowcases.
Pillowcases.
I was going to say, because that's where the conjunctivitis gets on the pillowcase. That was one thing that the doctor said to me when I had it. Aww. You must keep washing. Yeah, so I hope it's better. If you get some eye drops, that will clear it up. But yeah, I hope you're feeling better soon.
Yeah, rest up. Plenty of fluids.
Tesco Finest dark chocolate.
I'm telling you, I got some dark chocolate here, but it's green and blacks. Aoife, are you and Mark and Kelly going to tie the knot? If he's lucky.
If I'm very, very lucky.
At some point.
Yeah, Mark said it very contagious. Not tying the knot, but
yeah, very contagious tying the
But
knot.
the conjunctivitis, yeah, it is. It is highly contagious as well. So yeah, I hope you wash the sheets and the pillows. There you go.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've just got so distracted now. Nahar's eating chocolate. I'm just sitting there thinking, oh, I could really do with some nice high chocolate.
Do you know what? I love Leonidas chocolate, right? If anybody knows me, I really love Leonidas chocolate, and I love it's like a white praline chocolate with an L on it, and that's my favorite one. But sometimes I just like, the cheaper versions of chocolate, like Quality Street, which I've got over there, and sometimes I just like, plain simple Quality Street or plain simple Roses. I like all of that type of stuff.
I'm saying your name wrong. How you pronounce it?
Neha.
Neha. Is that right? KGH. What does that mean? KGHCG.
I don't know. Is that short? Is that an acronym for something? Neha.
Has Kelly got it right? Neha.
It's not Neha.
Neha.
It's Neha.
Mark, Kelly put the date on it. I'll cry. We want a day out.
Oh, do you mean you want a day out as in you want a day out for a wedding? Is that what you mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant want to do a collab.
No, like they want a day out to a wedding.
Okay, yeah, that's what she said. Okay. Sam said, I wish I had some chocolate right now. Yes, I know. This is the thing. When we start discussing chocolate, that is what we did it.
Yeah.
Neha.
No, it's not Neha. You keep putting an R in
it. But she added an R. Neha.
Is it Neha or is it Neha?
Lol.
Come on, you two, marry. At some point, I promise we will.
We can have a barbecue, says Mark. That would be really cool.
Do you know what? Yes, a barbecue.
Neha. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I had it right. You pronounce it?
Neha.
Neha. Is that right?
No, you're still saying it with an R.
Neha.
Yeah. Neha. Neha.
Neha.
Neha. Yeah. So I feel like I would love to have a family barbecue, friends and family, obviously. We haven't had a barbecue in so long now. It's crazy.
Not Neha. Yes, sir. Neha.
Yeah, Neha.
Neha.
Not Neha.
Yeah.
Yes, Neha.
Neha.
Neha. I miss sort of like getting together with the family and stuff like that. So yeah, barbecue sounds great.
And I'm so sorry for getting your name wrong. I do apologize. It's just my ignorance more than anything else, and I can't pronounce anything.
I think because I think in your mind maybe the other way flows for you, maybe easier.
You know what it is? It's because I can go yeah. So
yes, Neha. Yes.
I bet she's there going, no, it's not.
It's without the R, because I remember from the first time when you were telling us, and because we were saying Neha, but when you say ha, it's got an R at the end. So you might not hear it, but it has.
I don't hear it. That's because I'm from the West Country.
Right, but it's Neha, as in it's an upward inflection. Neha.
So for anybody who doesn't know, I'm originally from the West Country, so near Bath. So if you talk from the West Country, like you do add an R onto everything. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
All right, my lover.
My lover. How are you? Or I like that. So
yeah.
You naturally add an R.
Yeah.
To the end of it, and that's where I probably get it from. So I'm sorry. That's why I'm blaming my accent for that. Everyone says yeehaw. Yeah, I had a friend of mine called Ileana. And everyone used to call her Banana because of it, yeah.
Okay, so do you know what? I've got to say, I'm not sure about the boiling of the sausages.
Oh, yes, you said about it. So Aoife said about boiling sausages.
I'm more about putting them in the oven, to be fair. And for quickness, if I want to be quick, I will fry. But more often than not, they go in the oven more than anything else. Where did I get my ears? I actually got them when I was in Florida. I can't remember what year I got them.
I bought you them.
Yeah.
Now, actual fact, these weren't designed for adults. You couldn't get these for adults. They were only in youth side, but because Kelly's got a small head, they fitted.
Yeah. If you wear them for long periods, it does hurt just behind here. But other than that, they're fine. They fit fine. But I really like these ones because they're the Fantasia type ears. But I've got one similar, which was for the birthday, or it was for the Fantasia 50th, but I'll wear that another time. But yeah.
Is it Irina? Try Irina. Have I pronounced that properly? But I know I can see the hyphens, which doesn't affect the pronunciation. Eva says she'll email us in a bit.
Okay. Marcus, because we are not very familiar with names from other countries.
I can barely pronounce my own name, so yeah, this is true.
Okay.
Yeah, so now Kelly will do, going on to Disney Year, she will do a video on her Disney Year collection because yours has grown, well, it's quite significantly.
Yeah, I need some more though.
How many have you got? 16?
I think so. Maybe
That's
more.
enough for a video, I think.
I think more. I think I need some more.
I know, and I keep forgetting. I think I got you that one. Oh, and I got you that one. When did I got?
No, he didn't get everyone.
I got most of them. Irania?
No, Irena. There was a guy that I knew that was Irena, but is that the Irish? Because because like Aoife is spelled in a different way. There was another lady that I knew.
Actually, I was getting used to Irish names because I didn't realise Sheena is Irish for Jane.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she apparently. So correct me if I'm wrong, but Sheena's Irish. Kelly, you are the sis I have never had in terms of personality, and you're down to earth.
Oh, thank you.
Dr. Snort is Irish. Who's Dr. Snort?
Never heard of Dr. Snort. It's Latvian.
Oh, it's Latvian. Ah, okay.
There was somebody that
he snorted in your face. Who snorted in your face?
There was a girl that I knew, and when I first started at one workplace, I read the name. It looked like Naima, but it was actually Neve. But it was spelled Niahm or something like that, but it was actually pronounced Neve.
Oh, Mark said, I've seen a vlog in Disney World. 2 guys were looking around the shops and they seen a long cushion. It said, "Be our guest." On it for Gray from Beauty and the Beast. And I love it. Have you seen them over here?
No, I haven't, but I will have a look out for it. It's down there.
Where? Grab it for me then, please. So I'm going to do your old science teacher. Why did he snort in your face? Oh, hello, Starlight.
Hello, Starlight again.
Right, I'm gonna have a little look.
Okay, so Aoife is spelled. Oh, really? Is that how it's spelled? I've never seen it spelt like that before. I've only seen it spelt the first way. I've not seen it spelt the second way. My late grandma was Irenia, or Irena, or Irenia, and it's pronounced Irena. She's put pig snouts on there. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, so there were quite a few Irish names that I came across, obviously during my time of working and knowing people, where I thought the names were spelt one way, but they were spelt another. Siobhan being a classic one as well.
And Kira. There's a load of pig snouts. Is that what you call it, Mr. Snort? Is that the one? If not, let me have a look.
What's an Irish name beginning with D?
Declan?
Yeah, Declan.
Oh, Starlight's Irish. The only thing, D, yeah, Dermot was one I can think of. Declan, that's his nose. So did he actually come to your face and just snort?
Or is it just a thing because because you're at school, you're just making up stuff about the teacher? Yeah, Mr. Snort, he snorted in my face.
Do you know
and
what,
he didn't really snort in your face.
Well, I've got to say, with a lot of teachers, though, when you say something, that actually happens.
Yeah.
Oh, Jenny is Guinevere.
Oh, really?
Ah. Right, okay. I'm just having a look to see be our guest. Now they've got some on here, but I've not seen. So you said it's in grey. That's the only one I can see, Mark. Not right. He snorted at me, not right at.
Oh, right. I was
Yeah,
thinking,
as you
oh.
go.
Yeah. I thought he came into your face and snorted in your face. I was like, but he did snort LOL. No, Mark said, yeah. So
Oh,
that
that's
is
the
the one.
one.
So it is the one.
Right. That, Mark, you can get.
I've not seen it before. This is the first time I've seen it.
It's actually $7.99. I'm not sure if that is the right one because it's not from the Disney thing. I've seen it someone called At the Range. It's called. So it's www.therange, all one word, .co.uk. But it's not actually an official Disney merchandise.
He was a bit obsessed with me, to be frank. Is that meant to be frank?
Yeah, to be fair.
Oh, to be fair.
Mary's Marie, and when referred to a woman of the other name, the Virgin Mary, which is it Murray?
Oh, it's spelt Mary, but it's Muire.
Right, I'm going to go on the Disney
There's
store.
an Irish name which is now, is that Maureen or Marianne? Is that meant to be Marianne or Marianne?
Miriam.
Yeah, they're like I feel like with the Irish names, I do have obviously a real problem because obviously they're spelt differently than your phonetic way that you would spell or say a name. So it's helpful when there's somebody there and then they can explain how their name is said, because there was one girl that I worked with, and her name was, oh god, what was her name? That's gonna bug me now.
Miriam. Because I know I used to work with Akira because it's spelt Ciar. I think it is Ciara.
Oh, I used to work with Kieran, and it was spelled similar. It was Ciran, I think, Kieran. And but that was or something similar to that. But yeah, I like the Irish ones are. Oh yeah, there was a girl that I knew, and her name was Ugats, and her name was spelled Ju. It was spelled something like Jugatax, and you know, we were all confused every time. But then someone said, "Oh no, it's pronounced Ugats."
Sam's got to go. She says, "Sorry, great to catch up with you on Friday. Hopefully not next week." All right, take care, Sam. Lovely. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, Sam. Take care. Have a good rest of the evening.
So, right now, I've been having a look for this
Right.
cushion, and I cannot find it on the UK Disney site. Now, the one I just showed, Mark, was one actually on the one called The Range.
Yeah.
Which is not an official Disney line as well, so I'm not sure it's the right one. I'm going to have a quick look on Disney.
Disneystore.com.
Disney.com.
Yeah.
The trouble is, when I ever do Disney.com, they always sign me up to the UK.
Yeah, but then, oh no, you've gone to the thingy. But you have to then click off it. So because now at the moment the Disney store is not no, you're on the TV. Not
Oh yeah, this is what I mean. It defaults then back to the UK one, which is really, really annoying.
Let me do it.
No, shopdisney.com.
Okay, yeah, go on it now.
That's what I pressed.
You press the other one. I know, and then you press the cross. You see?
There we are. Right.
That's what happens when I get involved. It goes right. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, so I feel like I haven't been to Disney in absolutely ages, and I really want to go, and I just want to go on holiday. I was watching. Does anybody ever watch A Place in the Sun? And they were doing one on Lanzarote earlier, and they were trying to find sounds together.
Widen your lips. Moran.
Warren. With the sound. Put it together.
Moran. They would tell me off if there was a Moran.
I'll be like, what? I need someone to say it to me phonetically so that I understand it. Is it phonetically? Yeah, phonetically is the sound. Is the
It
thing?
is.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like I haven't been. Well, I haven't been on holiday in ages. We've just done little trips away, and what I really would like is for things to calm down, for travel to become very stable. None of this green light, red light business. You need to be vaxxed. You don't need to be vaxxed. You need a booster. You don't need a booster. I just want it to be calm. Get on my thing, go on holiday, enjoy myself, enjoy the sun because I'm missing the sun. Last year, we didn't even have a proper summer. It rained the majority of
Oh, I
it.
know. Now, 2020, for those of you who can remember, when Me Too says Starlight. Now, 2020, for those of you who can remember, first time of lockdown as well. April and May and June were fantastically hot, such lovely months. But then 2021, April and May and June just rained and rained and rained and rained. And I think I'm hoping we revert back to type and we go back to 2020.
Yeah,
But I'm not going to hold my breath.
because I want to sit out in that garden. I want to do my mini barbecues. I want to say, do you know what we're eating outside today? And then I'll go outside. I sit outside. I work outside. I can read outside. And like, yeah, just be outside. That's really what I would like. I just want to be outside. And for everything to be calm and to be able to travel. I was watching A Place in the Sun and they were in Lanzarote and they were buying a place in Lanzarote. They actually wanted to buy a place in Playa Blanca. I prefer Porto del Carmen. Playa Blanca is more like a seaside town. It reminds me of, a hot Brighton, if you like, without the lanes. But they do have some lanes there. But I really do like Lanzarote, and it was nice to see them sort of going to look at apartments and thinking, oh, I want to live here. And the thing about Lanzarote is you can buy an apartment and still be um near, like where we go to Porto del Carmen, and you could see all the stores and things that we go to visit and all the bars and the restaurants that we go to visit being shown up on. But the good thing about, but when you buy a place there, you're very close to the beach, you're very close to the promenade, you can be as close as you want. But when you're buying a place, let's say in Florida, you cannot buy along International Drive, which would be the ideal place to live, which would be on International Drive, because you have the free buses that take you here, there, and everywhere. You're along the bus route that takes you from one outlet to the other. You've got a little cab that can take you from one place. If you don't drive, it's not. You can live on International Drive, or when you go for your like little holiday stays, staying on International Drive would be ideal.
Oh, if I said I love A Place in the Sun. But
Yeah.
Mark said I don't like Playa Blanca.
No. Do you know what? I don't mind it, but I wouldn't stay there. I stay at I would stay in Port del Carmen.
Florida is gorgeous. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely
it
is.
really is. It's one of my favorite destinations. I love it there.
Right, now, Mark, I'm going back to this. I'm not having much luck. I didn't realize, apparently, in the United States, they don't call cushions cushions. They call them throw pillows.
Oh.
And these, I'm just looking, I've had to, that's what I think, what, I'm typing cushions and nothing comes up. And they call them throw pillows.
Yeah, but do you remember when we got that long Harry Potter cushion for, the platform 9 3/4? What would they call that then? That can't be called a
Throw pillow.
Really?
A throw pillow.
Oh, okay.
So if you're in the United States and you're looking for a cushion, you don't want a cushion, you want a throw pillow. So I'm just having a look here, and it doesn't look like they sell them. But the $7.99 one that I was talking about, if I can just bring this back up here,
is that the range?
it's called www.therange, all one word, .co.uk. That's www.therange.co.uk, and it's here for $7.99. Embroidered design, grey pom-pom trim, lined blend fabric, and it just says "Be our guest" on it.
I don't really watch the Celebrity Coach trip. I tried to watch the normal one a couple
Oh,
of
sorry,
times, but I've never
Starlight's got
watched
to
it.
go. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, Starlight said, you're such beautiful people. I'm sorry I have to leave, but hopefully I'll see you again. Bye-bye. So take care, Star.
Oh, bye.
Please
Take
join us.
care.
We are live every Tuesday and Friday. So if you can join us, we'd love to have you
Yeah.
there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh,
Sorry,
take care.
I let you finish it.
Yeah, so I've not watched, I tried to like watch 1 or 2 episodes, but it doesn't, I've never got into it. But there was one that I thought was quite interesting that they advertised. It's the one that's on lately. I can't remember who. I think there's a set of twins on there. And it did sort of like look interesting, but it didn't hold me. Do you know the program that I'm into at the moment? Lingo.
What's
It's like
Lingo?
it's the game show where they have to say the words, and if
Oh.
it's say in 4 letters or 5 letters, you have to say what it is. And I just think to myself, I'm like quite into that at the moment, Lingo. And for some reason, Tipping Point. You know the in the arcades you play them 2p games where it moves back and forth. That one or or you put 10p. They really that the Tipping Point is very similar. And what's the other game show? The one that Ant and Dec with the unlimited money. That's interesting me at the moment. And what was the other? It's the other one with Bradley Walsh, where they have the Chaser. That I'm finding all. I don't know why I'm finding all of them quite interesting at the moment.
So Kelly's got a nice productive use of the time. This evening, the certification medication facilitator and coach arrived in my inbox.
Wow!
So yeah, Mark. So going back to
Congratulations, by the way.
Yes, well done, Mark. So going back to what was I going to say? Your pillow. Yeah, if you type in "be our guest," throw pillow. I've never heard of a cushion being called a throw pillow, but if you type that into the search engine, it will find it there. Can't stand that show, said Mark. Lingo or Tipping Point. That was on TV when we went for the car.
Do you know what? Do you know? Because I'm always trying to guess the words, and I'm finally sort of catching on to how to play the game.
Do you know what? It's one of the Tipping Point is basically the old penny drop arcade game from when you were a kid. I cannot believe they've made a TV show from that as well. That is just mad. That's the sort of thing you do when you go to the arcades, put the pennies in, and then they made it into a television show. Mark and Kelly, you make an amazing couple. Oh,
thank you, Eva. That's very kind. Thank you. Do you know what? I've always loved game shows. Do you know what it is? Because I like the familyness of it. I mean, those ones aren't really sort of like family game shows, but you know, the Ant and Dec one and things like that. I used to like watching the Generation Game. I used to like, come on down, the price is right, and things like that. I used to, you know, and what was the Dusty Bin one? 3, 2, 1.
We're showing our age now.
I used to love all of that, and I used to like sitting around. You know, me, my mum, my dad, and all that. We'd sit around, and that's the sort of thing that we'd watch. Things like the Golden Girls, things like Dynasty, things like Dallas, and those were the game shows. You know, my grand, we'd all sit down. The only things I didn't like would be the ones that Mark likes, like Bullseye. I mean, who watches that?
I used to love Bullseye, but that was a long time ago. Thanks, Healing. I love Pointless.
Yeah, I do like Pointless.
Is really, really good.
I do like Pointless. What's the other one?
Eva's asked us to share our journey as a couple. We are looking into doing that, actually. We're meaning to do that as a video.
Somebody asked us to do a video on it. I did say that to you, didn't I? I can't remember. Was it?
It's going to be a very long video because it's been a very long journey. But yes, we will do that. And you can then figure out who's the brains behind the operation. But yeah, we will do that. Mark says, always the speedboat on Bully. Yeah, that was Peter Cage.
Or car.
That was Peter Cage joke, wasn't it? Well done, you won a speedboat. Because I live in a 1-bedroom flat. What am I going to do with a speedboat?
Yeah, I didn't really like, but the ones they like things like the Generation Game and things like I don't know about 3, 2, 1, but things like the Generation Game and that they were like really big prizes that you could win or a holiday or something like that. Whereas there was a time like the daytime TV show, like Lingo and all of that, where you're not winning like excellent prizes or anything. And I wondered, like, where has all of these game shows gone where you used to win big prizes? Like you would win a brand new car.
Eve said we women are always the brains within a couple.
You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there.
Oh, Sam's back. Didn't need to go. Oh, we're so glad
okay.
you
Well,
joined us
welcome
back.
back. Thank you.
So
We're talking about game shows.
we're talking about game shows. Now, I did read an article. I always read these completely pointless articles. You'll find this as time goes on, but you knew that already. You go, yeah, we know, Mark. But I read this out. They were saying, so basically in the 70s, they was just saying like the talent shows were all the big things. So you had what was the one that was, I forget what the
not Stars in Their Eyes.
Similar to.
Yeah, Star something, I think it was called.
That's right. And then of course they then made way, because they lost popularity, for game shows in the 80s and early 90s. But then in the 90s, that's when the talent show came back in with Pop Idol, X Factor, all of those ones as well. But now they're saying, because it's gone 20 years, they're now going back out, and they reckon that game shows will come back in now, which they slowly are. What's the one with Ant and Dec you want?
Yeah, that's the one. Is it called Infinity? Or I can't remember what it's called. But it's where the money goes up and up and up, and it doesn't end. So you could win as much as your knowledge allows you to win. Then, but you have to be on the money basically. So you have to answer it correctly in order to win that amount.
Eva says you're utterly amazing and bubbly.
Thank you. You're so kind. But yeah, I feel like I miss the game shows where you got good prizes. So where you won things like holidays to the States, or you won a car, or you won that. Those prizes don't seem to be. Do you know what I mean? The only other one, Saturday Night Takeaway, you could win prize. You won the adverts. So if there was an advert, you'd win money. You would win. Do you know Saturday Night Takeaway? It's with Ant and Dec.
No, I've got to be honest. Now I'm not gonna lie. There's only certain game shows that I do like, and there's certain ones that just get on my nerves. And then
and you're saying anything with Ant and Dec gets on your nerves.
Actually, I don't mind Ant and Dec, but I don't. I was gonna say a lot of those sort of quiz things. I just don't do it.
Mark likes things like University Challenge. You know them ones there that ain't no fun. Them ones there. University Challenge, Bullseye. You see where I'm going with that.
Mark, yes, I do remember Marty Kane. That was the one I was on about.
Marty Kane, yeah, I remember Marty Kane.
And what was the name of the show that they did? That was a talent thing. That's how Lenny Henry got found out, and I forgot the name of it. It's not Stars in Their Eyes. It was called
Stars something. I'm sure it was, but it wasn't Stars in Their Eyes. The Stars in Their Eyes was the copycat show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But didn't she thingy that as well? Didn't she host that as well?
Mark said he'd rather eat his own arm.
I love Saturday Night Takeaway.
Yeah, so does Aoife.
I love I liked all the shows where you won big prizes, and the ones that you think, God, I'd really like to be on that show and win those prizes. I'm not one for where you win, like you say, a speedboat or University Challenge, or what's the other one? I'll have a pee, please, Bob.
Oh, Blockbuster.
Blockbusters. That's the sort of thing you like. Blockbusters. You know, all of them. I just think they're boring ones. Them ones there.
Oh no, I watched Blockbusters as a kid. I've seen it for many years now.
You watched the one with Dara?
No, not really. No, I only watched it when I was with Bob.
Yeah, Bob. I'll have a pee, please, Bob.
Saturday Night Takeaway used to love. Oh yeah, Eva's going to email you. She said. Rather eat your own arm. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan of quizzes. I've got to be honest. Oh, New Faces. Was it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark.
There was New Faces, but there was another one that was similar. The one that Nina Zavaroni became popular on. You had Nina Zavaroni.
Oh, Weakest Link. Now that was huge in the early noughties.
It's come back again.
Oh, has it?
It's come back again.
Is it still with what's her name?
No, Anne Robinson is doing something else now. They got rid of her.
You are the Weakest Link. Goodbye.
But yeah, again, I wasn't really into the Weakest Link. That wasn't one that I was really into. But my aunt used to love it. She goes, "That Anne Robinson, she's so rude," so they used to watch it because Anne Robinson was rude. But it wasn't really.
Well, it loses its novelty factor after a while. You can only be Simon Cowell was always rude to contestants. Now people will watch it for that, but then after a while, it just got it. And I can't stand Deal or No Deal. Oh, now is that because you don't like Deal or No Deal the show, or is that because you can't stand Now Wordmans, or do you not mind Now Wordmans?
I don't mind Deal or No Deal. It was all right. But I prefer there are other shows that I prefer.
I did download, actually, this is ages ago, the Deal or No Deal app. So you actually played the game, and it's so much more interesting without a host. It really is, because you just pick the boxes. I mean, literally, you can do the game quite quickly if you speed up with it. You just pick a box, pick a few numbers, they open all those boxes, and you move on to the next round.
He doesn't like no.
No, there you are. I knew it. I was going to say, because the Canadian version's got, what's his name, Huey Mandel.
Yeah.
In it. And that was a bit more entertaining to watch. But yeah, if you don't like No Edmonds. If you want to see arrogant jumped up, try Alex Belfield on YouTube.
Never even heard of him.
Who's Alex Belfield?
Don't know. Mark, there was someone that you mentioned the last time to watch on YouTube as well. Somebody that did Disney. It was a guy, and I can't remember who you said it was. And I thought, oh God, I can't remember who you said it was, because I wanted to look him up. And if you can let me know the name again, I will look it up.
I have a little quick look. I should always have this handy, because just so I can do research.
He went in the jungle and got paid a fair whack and got voted out first. Oh, did he? Noel Edmonds, bless him. Adam Hatton.
Right. One at a time.
So Mark's going to Google Aoife's one first, right? The Belfield guy. And then Adam Hatton. Gonna take a look at that, because I love Disney and Universal. I love Disney over Universal, to be fair, and Mark loves Universal over Disney.
No, not heard of Alex Belfield. I can now see him.
Oh, no, not heard
of him. I shall do a bit more research as well. Right, Adam Hatton, who are we going with here? Right, so we are going to do a little bit of see. I almost put Hutton in. It's Hatton.
Hatton.
As in the boxer.
There you go. Is there?
No, I think I misspelled it.
No, it's that one.
I don't think that is him. There's only 90 subscribers. Is that him?
No, I don't know what his videos are. But Adam also does Disney cruises.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think that's him.
Okay.
Adam is Hatton, that's why. Got it.
Okay, so I'll have a look at him now, but I can see.
We'll have a little look at him as well. Thank you. We'll have a little look at that.
Yeah, because I remembered. I thought to myself, oh yeah, I really want to have a look at, but I couldn't remember the guy's name, so I'll take a look at it later. But yeah, the first chance we get, we're going.
I was going to say, so has anybody else, just out of interest, done a cruise? I think we have asked this before, but you really want to do the Disney cruise?
Me and Mark are going. We've already said.
All right, can you have a gut feeling that opinions on those? Right, okay.
Oh, really?
We don't know. So
yes.
I won't say, but yes.
I'll take a look.
Yes.
We'll have a little listen. But I'm not really interested in things like that, to be quite honest, because I feel like if that is the case, small-mindedness, I'm not really down with that sort of thing. But I'll take a look.
So Sam asked, was there a Harry Potter cruise?
Do you know what? If there was and I missed it, I'm going to be very upset.
Would you go on that, Sam?
Yes. I wish.
Oh, wish there was a Harry Potter.
There was a Harry Potter. Do you play Wizards Unite, Sam? Do you play that game?
You've only got a week to do it.
I know, 31st of January. No, we've already spoken about this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to know if you played it, but I've been playing it since day one.
The reference to POC.
Oh, okay.
Did you show Sam your wand, Hagrid's wand?
Oh no, I haven't. I did do.
Oh, Mark! He said if there was a Harry Potter thing, it should be sunk.
Mark, I don't think that's very nice, because I'd be on the ship.
Yeah, she would be on the ship.
I'd be on the ship. I'll be going there. Ask Mark to
excuse
for 2 minutes. Please, Kel, please ask Mark to excuse for 2 minutes. Okay. No, but recently I was thinking about getting it, but can't now really.
No, I was gonna say with
right.
a week left, I was gonna say as well.
I think is she talking about the umbrella or the game?
The game. I'm pretty sure, Sam, you're talking about the game, aren't you? No,
Or are you
it
talking about the watch?
would make sense not to get it, would you? Kel, can you ask Mark to escape for 2 minutes? I need to ask you something.
Oh, okay.
All right, I shall leave for 2 minutes. I know where I'm not wanted.
He's gonna go for 2 minutes.
You realise I can read the chat.
Yeah, because he'll be able to read the chat, but okay. He's gonna go for 2 minutes. Oh, the game, yeah, because it's going to finish. So I would love for it to carry on the game. But you know how it can be. But I'm so upset that they are finishing it really. But I do have a lot of gold pages. But the thing is, I want to. It's horrible when you want to increase in a game or you want to go up in a game, but you can't because you don't have because you need to fight in teams. And a lot of the game, if you wanted to go higher, oh my god, I've just realised you called me she, not he. Did I? Oh my god, I've just realised you called me she, not he. I didn't call you he or she, did I? Did I? But if I did, I apologise. But I didn't realise I'd made a reference to he or she. But I might have to go back and but he, Sam, you're a he, are you? Kel found a lump on the arm here, trying to squeeze it. What you want to do is probably get that checked. You can try that, but if I were you, I would wait and actually get it checked because you never know. Yeah, well, I apologize for that, Sam. Meant to call you. Do you know what? I don't remember making the reference, but I'll have to go back and have a look. But if I said she, I apologize, and you are a he. We have a few Sams, and we do have one Sam who is a she, but the other, I believe there's another two who are he's. And now you are the third he. We actually met up with Sam, who is a he, who we went to what do you call it? We did a collab with in London Part 1. So if I did call you a she, I apologize. Need to get it checked out. Could be nothing. Exactly. That's exactly what I think. Mark can return now. Mark, you can return now. Mark is returning with chocolates. Mark is returning.
So in my absence, I had these. This is the Hotel Chocolat.
They were given to you as a gift.
They were given to me as a gift. Yeah, so I had these, not bought these. And I would recommend them, actually. I don't know if they still do them, because obviously it's a Christmas selection. But they are very, 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 very nice. So that's what you get in them. There's only 2 alcoholic ones, which are the mulled wine and the salted espresso martini. But the ones I really recommend, if you do like Hotel Chocolat, I'm going to really recommend the Eton Mess one, which is that one. It was absolutely amazing. Or Christmas Mess, it was called, but that was absolutely delicious. Well worth getting. Big fan of Hotel Chocolat.
Yeah, I do enjoy Hotel Chocolat. But again, it's only specific ones. So there's one, I think it's called Caramel Fudge Brownie. I really enjoy the
Caramel Fudge Brownie.
So good. There are other ones. There's a couple of others, but my chocolate of choice has to be Leonidas. I've got to say.
It's Kelly's one. But you know what? I was never really a big fan of Hotel Chocolat, but since I was given these, I do like the Hotel Chocolat one.
Yeah, because we do go there quite often.
Yeah.
Because you like their hot chocolates as well.
I do like the hot chocolates.
Yeah.
And also as well, it got me into it because was having the dark chocolate as well.
Yeah, because she was having the Tesco's dark chocolate, which was I'm assuming quite tasty. But again, I'm not a lover of eating dark chocolate.
Oh, Mark's favourite is Hotel Chocolat.
Ah, there you go. But we do go there. And so, do you know what? They do a caramel one, like a block of caramel. You can only get it in. So basically, Hotel Chocolat do this massive box. It costs £100. It's called a table. And in the table, you get these caramel blocks, and they're really delicious. Boys Lads comments chat was aimed at Kel. She is a woman and see her like Aces. Oh, bless you. Bless you. I think when they do comment, they're only trying to help you. But yeah, I understand what you mean. You want to talk woman to woman. I get that. I get that. Don't worry. But don't take offense if the guys comment, because they just want to see that you're okay.
I know,
Do you know what
yeah,
I mean?
exactly. And I always give advice to Kelly, whether she likes it or not. So that's one of the.
Yeah. He does that all the time.
What was I going to say? Yeah, the Hotel Chocolat. Now, Mark, have you or anybody have they got a velvetizer? Have you tried to velvetize it?
Mark's got a velvetizer and he loves that Black Forest.
Oh, I was going to say, Mark, you got it. Now, I've got to say, for anybody that knows the velvetizer, for those of you who aren't aware, is a little gadget that they've got. It's basically just designed to heat up the milk. That's what it does. It froths it round. But velvetizer hot chocolate is your favorite. What is your favorite flavor? I'd just be interested as well. So for those of you, I was going to say, who get it, I would wholeheartedly recommend the Black Forest. That is my favorite. Is it yours?
It's a cross between that one and the white chocolate.
Oh, the white chocolate one.
I really do like the white chocolate.
But recommendation: do not get the peanut butter. Do not get the peanut butter.
Yeah, it didn't taste very peanut buttery.
It didn't. It tasted like it's almost got a very chemical taste to it. I thought.
I'll have to try it again. To make sure. But I felt it didn't taste that there was enough peanut butter in it. It was very subtle.
It didn't taste like peanut butter at all.
Yeah.
I would never in a million years tell that was peanut butter.
Yeah. I feel like it needs peanut butter in it.
Try the coffee range as well. So the caramel latte one was really nice. I enjoyed that one. But yeah, my big recommendation will be the Black Forest one. Dark, milky, salted, white, too sweet. Yeah. But I love that one, meaning the Black Forest one. The white one is, to me, you would disagree, but you're wrong. I'm
never wrong.
To me, the white one tastes like very sweet custard.
I'm never wrong. Just to let you know.
No, I have. If I haven't looked at your chat comments, honestly, I'm not going to look, because I know you didn't want me to see. So I was just talking about chocolate instead. While I was over there, I was eating just chocolate. That was what I was doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hotel Chocolat. If you can still get that one, that was very, very nice. I would recommend that one as well. Still doing my Werther's original. Now, these ones are the pumpkin spice ones, but I do like Werther's as well. That's got a really nice sort of subtle chocolate taste.
Mark's brother sent this, and it was full. Look
how many beans are left.
Look how many beans are left. I bought some Borders biscuits, right? They came on Sunday. There were 6 left in the packet. Mark said I ate 6. There were these tiny things, and he has the cheek after he's finished those, and he's like said to me,
"It's been a month since Christmas."
It's not been a month since Christmas. It's not been a month.
Mark and Kelly, have you ever tried Irish white meat pudding slices? Now, I don't eat meat, so this might be more for Kelly's thing. White pudding like black pudding.
I have. I believe I tried it. Do you know what? I thought you said white chocolate pudding. White meat chocolate pudding, and I was thinking, why would I try white meat chocolate pudding? That don't make no sense. No, white pudding. Yes, I believe I did try white pudding, but it was a very, very long time ago.
Oh, Mark, I've not tried chocolate squirt cream from M&S. I have seen it, but I've not tried it. I have done the obviously regular white squirt cream, but you can get chocolate one. Oh, and Mark said love white pudding on breakfast. Which do you think's better? Is white pudding better or black pudding? Not that I'm going to eat either, but just out of interest.
I can't really, because I tried white pudding once, and I really can't remember it. But I think at the time, I was thinking I preferred black pudding.
Mark said black.
I think at the time when I did try it, but it was so long. It was before. I think it was before I even knew you, actually. I think.
I have Werther's original. They are way too soft. I have to spit out the system. No, I like the soft ones. I'm going to disagree with you, but I do like the soft ones. I'll tell you something funny. Actually, when we went to Lanzarote, Kelly got sick and tired of the breakfasts, so I sent me out on a mission to get her a breakfast. So where I stopped was Yum Yums. Now Yum Yums is at the end of the strip, as near Vic San Antonio there, so it's not too far from the spa.
It'd be the opposite end of Farione's, Mark.
If you get a chance to do. Now they do a breakfast bap, and in that bap they did bacon, but they did sausage and black pudding, and he took the sausage and the black pudding and he chucked it straight in the deep fat fryer. But you really like that one.
I like do you know what? I was getting so fed up. Sometimes I get really fed up of having the same thing every day, no matter if it's a buffet, because there seems to be the same things on the buffet, like nothing ever changes. And Mark likes the same thing every day. He's shaking his head, but he'll eat the same thing every day anyway.
I'm not gonna lie. And Sam, try these ones if you get a chance. These are the pumpkin spice ones. Not very strong pumpkin spice. Even if you don't like pumpkin spice, very, very mild. They do apple as well, which is delicious. Give that a go.
But I don't like the same things. I like things that change. Mark will eat the same thing every day. As long as they've got an omelette station, Mark is fine with that.
Oh, I love an omelette station. Listen, one of the great things about Sam, they are delicious. They really, really are nice. If you get, I don't know if they do both. That was actually from the United States, but I'm sure they do the flavored ones as well. But the apple one, it just tastes like apple pie. Tracy Ann Wells told me black pudding is blood from then on years ago. I wouldn't have eaten black pudding.
Yeah, it is blood. It's blood and something else and oats and all of that mixed together, isn't it? That's
when you say Tracy Ann Wells, do you actually know Tracy Ann Wells?
I don't know who Tracy Ann
Doesn't
Wells
she
is.
do the voiceovers, Tracy Ann Wells?
I don't know.
Yeah, Sam, it really is. Looks delicious. I'm really intrigued though. Mark's got me really intrigued for this. It's from a pig, yeah.
From a pig, yeah.
Mark's got me really intrigued about this M&S chocolate squirt cream. I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, because wasn't we talking about that on, you know, like when you actually go into Hotel Chocolat, and I think you got, was it a hot chocolate there? But I got the raspberry and white chocolate milkshake. Do you remember? And they did a chocolate cream on top, but we were debating, was it a chocolate cream or a chocolate mousse? You seem to think it was a mousse, and I seem to think it was a chocolate cream.
It could have been that M&S cream actually. They could have used that, because I don't think Hotel Chocolat sell their own squirt cream.
No, but I remember, Mark, you and I were talking about it, weren't we? Talking about like a whip on top of a hot chocolate.
Talking of which, of the cream, if you do guys get a chance and you do like strawberry, do try M&S. They do clotted cream, the regular one, but they do a strawberry clotted cream with strawberries in the clotted cream. That was amazing. I got it.
Yeah, and was it a Christmas special though, or was it?
No. It's normally in the summer.
Oh, okay.
So it will be coming up. Hopefully, they'll have it back in, but I'm pretty sure they'll have that in quite soon.
Not that Tracy Ann Wells.
Oh, I was going to say. I thought you. I thought you knew her personally.
I don't know who Tracy Ann Wells is, as in the well-known one. But yeah, I really liked the white chocolate and raspberry. In fact, I've been thinking about cakes lately, because I baked a cake the other day. So if those of you that were here on the Friday live, I actually baked a white chocolate lemon poppy seed loaf with a lemon cream cheese topping. But I'm thinking I might do a white chocolate and raspberry cake, or blondie. You know, very similar to me, but maybe not with raspberries, because you know what? I really hate them seeds. Unless I puree. No, not with raspberries. Maybe I'll do it with cranberries, because I've got the dried cranberries.
Cranberries in a cake?
Yeah, a blondie.
Oh, in the blondie, okay.
Yeah, that's what's his name? Why would the cranberries go in a cake anyway?
Mark said I was dreaming about Dauphinoise the other night after a chat. Guess what?
I had Dauphinoise tonight. Frying tonight.
Yeah, so M&S ones you had, they were really, really nice.
Yeah, but I bet Mark does his from scratch. I should really do them from scratch. It's just me being lazy.
Oh, do you do yours from scratch, or do you get them as well? I haven't got time to do them from scratch. I've got to be honest.
Oh no, I reckon Mark would definitely do them from scratch.
Oh, so it's a different Tracy Ann. Right, I see. So it's one of your somebody you know. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your friend Tracy.
Oh.
But yeah, it's Marks. I spoke to the guy from Hotel Chocolat. The Marks and Spencer cream is the next best thing. Right, gotcha.
Okay, we did a Marks and Spencer's order the other day, but the next time we do one, I will try to remember that and put the chocolate cream in the basket.
So Aoife has said, can you make a chocolate biscuit cake? Now I have seen this made. James Martin did one, and the one he did was he got loads of chocolate biscuits and stacked them up, almost like you brick. So you got one in interspersed with the other. Then you put a frosting around that as well, and of course then you fridge it. Mark said he sent you a pic. Mark will love the chocolate bicky cake. I'm pretty sure I will love the chocolate bicky cake.
Do you know what? I've never really heard of a chocolate biscuit cake. I've got to be honest.
Right, now, Aoife has asked, what is dauphinoise?
Oh, right. Dauphinoise is a sliced potato in cream, Gruyere cheese, and it's baked in the oven.
So if you think about it, you'll have a layer of cream, then you put your layer of very thin slice. Think like you would do for crisps, but slightly thicker. And then you have a layer of those. Then you put on more Gruyere cheese and cream. Then you do another layer, then more Gruyere cheese and cream. So you've got layers of potato and this cheese and cream. Very, very nice. And all the cream then, as it bakes. Parmesan cheese, said Mark.
Yeah.
I missed out the Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
But very good it is too.
That's what you would top it with. But Parmesan cheese is not vegetarian. So you can swap it out for pecorino cheese.
I'll use double cream.
That's right, double cream. And because you know why? Because double cream is a permanent in my fridge because Mark uses it in his coffees and I use it when I'm whipping up something. So in my mind, when I say cream, that's what I mean, double cream. I always mean double cream when I say cream.
Well, guys, I'm gonna 2,500 calories a mouthful. Now, listen, I've got to be honest with you. I got into this really, really bad habit, and I've got into. So I always had black coffee. I've always had black coffee, and then Kelly one day bought a big tub of double cream, and I thought I'll just try some in my coffee. And ever since, I cannot have coffee without double cream.
Nobody told you to put double cream in your coffee.
No, I know, but it's amazing. If you like coffee, you've got to try it with double cream. It's my big recommendation. That is amazing.
You also have it with coconut as well. Coconut.
Oh, coconut milk.
Yeah.
I do try it with coconut, but nothing beats double cream. Double cream in coffee is amazing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actual fact, that's true. I was going to say, if because of your allergies, I was going to say this is not the dish for you.
No.
If you do have lactose intolerance, that's not the dish. That looks absolutely amazing. So Mark's just sent a photograph of the M&S.
This is another photograph that I've got, but yeah, you get the gist. This is
So that's what it looks like. This squirt cream. We can't get the image in there very, very well, but it is. I love the sort of the stripy look it's got there. So I shall keep an eye out for that.
I think it's a limited edition because I don't think they do it anymore.
Do
they still do it, Mark? Because it's not coming up in the shopping. That's all.
Ocado might not do it. Only £2. £2. That's not bad.
M&S collection chocolate cream.
Well, you've got to bear in mind though. So we were looking at our car. So M&S, a true Irish Baileys. Yeah, you love Irish. Well, as you can tell, Kelly likes Baileys.
There's one at the back there.
So yeah, what was you going to say? So yeah, we'll have to get that go. You got one Thursday.
Yep, got one on Thursday. Okay, because we had our delivery on Sunday. So Thursday's not that far off from Sunday.
This is actual fact. We did do an M&S delivery, so we wanted to give it a go. The first ever one we did, so for Ocado, so we got them delivered. But they do say that they do not deliver. They don't deliver their entire range through Ocado. So it might have been the fact that they didn't just have it through there.
That's true enough.
Eva said gluten and lactose intolerant. Checked at 10 a.m. Oh no, that's gluten as well.
But you know, if you can still get it, and you being in Ireland, you get a bigger range. The almond version of the Bailey's cream.
Oh, can you get almond milk?
Yeah, yeah, you can get almond version.
There you go.
But no, I can't get it here.
Oh, Mark loves Ocado.
Yeah, well, it's our first shop from Ocado, and I like the fact that if you collect all the bags, you can give them back the bags, and they take 5p per bag off your shopping, and you can give them other plastic bags. They don't have to be like other brands. They don't have to be just Ocado, but to have 5p taken off your shopping. You see how all of these motorists want to go from this one to this one because they get 5p off of a litre of petrol. To me, I will see the savings on my shopping when I give them back all of these bags.
We've got quite a few of them.
And we've got quite a few of them as well.
And there's only 5p, but it all goes towards it. So it does really, really, really help.
Yeah, that's how I feel. But I think, yeah, I would love to sort of Sainsbury's delivery with Ocado within 20
That's really good. The Sainsbury's delivery with Ocado within 25 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's really good within 25 minutes.
That is really impressive.
I had to book our one because we couldn't get one, but
No.
that's because I'm assuming because I had put in M&S stuff. Maybe if I had been putting in Sainsbury's stuff, maybe
quicker.
we would have probably got the shopping a bit quicker.
Spelt flour is my way to go for bread and cakes and buns. But the good thing is actually with most supermarkets do a really big range now for gluten-free. Every time I go to M&S or Sainsbury's, they will have its own section now.
Yeah.
Whereas many years ago, it'd be like 2 items at the end of the shelf. So now it does pretty much have its own gluten section. It is a little bit more pricey than your regular, but like I said, it's something you've got to have.
Because you get gluten-free this now, gluten-free that. So it's quite, they really do. There's so many people with allergies now.
Yes, there
so
are.
many people. It was never really a thing before.
No, it wasn't. So I know this is it. So I'm glad you got the range. Plus as well, you can get your own gluten-free flour. You can make your own stuff. Anyway, guys, that's been 2 hours. It's been absolutely fun, and it has absolutely flown by.
It really has.
We've really enjoyed it. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. Again, we've had such a good time, and thank you so much for contributing as well. As always, you make the show what it is, and we are always eternally grateful for your support. We really are. That's it for another Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips and Things live. We will be back Friday, 6 o'clock UK time, as we normally are. As always, please look after yourselves, take care, and remember, you are never too old to have fun. Aoife said, Tesco have a €50 one-off payment subscription for a month for shopping deliveries. You can have it as many as you want.
Yeah, within the month. That's not bad if you shop quite often.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, we probably would do that.
Yeah, we probably would.
There we go. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Please look after yourself. For any messages, we do have our contact details in our profile, if you do have a look on that there as well. Bye, Sam. Take care. Like I said, we will be back on Friday. Have a fantastic week, and hopefully we will see you Friday, 6 o'clock. Until there, stay safe, and we will see you Friday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.